Good news for next year. We're going to be in a better financial position, and it's raining right now. Definitely compared to this year, and there's five main reasons and a couple smaller reasons. One of the main ones is taxes. Both tax refunds and the withholdings are too high right now. And one of the new additions to taxes will be the fact that I am married, meaning that I will have a tax benefit for that. Whether you're filing jointly or separately, this is going to be better for my situation for this year and next year. Now, also in addition to that, there is an update that I will be turning 25 in January, meaning that my insurance rates will go down anywhere from statistically averages for males who suddenly turn 25 with a good driving record. I will touch on that in a little bit. We should see anywhere from a 9 to 12% decrease, but it could be potentially more. When I turned 24, State Farm lowered my payments, but State Farm I was overpaying. And that's why it's good to check every single year who to go with. I switched to Progressive and saved a lot of money. Now, this is going to vary based on what vehicle you're driving, where you're driving, your habits of driving, whether you've had accidents, collisions, tickets, anything. I have no tickets, perfect clean driving record in America, and I am turning 25, so I should see a significant discount. Let's say it's 10%. I'm currently paying $196.85 plus $1 fee, whatever. They have a dollar fee. So $197.85. Let's do a 10% reduction. That is a fair bit of money, especially when you multiply that by 12 months. It's not a huge increase in my savings, but it's always something. So that's one thing. The fact that my taxes should be, first of all, lower due to my marriage status, but also the fact that I've calculated based on what I've earned thus far, most likely I will see a tax refund anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000. The average tax refund as of this year is around $2,800 for the average American. Some people owe money, some people have even greater. I know one of my sales associates received a tax refund much greater than $3,000. So it really does depend on where you're looking at, how much they withheld from you, and really it's like you're giving a interest-free loan to the IRS. So it's not a good thing. I will have that updated, but they've already taken out taxes. It is what it is. So I'm already at a point where I was charged, just doing basic math, for the $34,200 or $400 that I made thus far. I was sick 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so I could have made more. But with that said, I have paid approximately 24.68% in taxes, and that amount will increase a little bit. So each week it varies, but all across close to 24.68, 1%, I believe it was, whatever. So for the first $10,000 or so, there's some slight differences. It's 10% in the state of Illinois, and then goes up to 12% for up to $41,000, and then it goes up to 22% if you're above that. So I will most likely be above that. Most likely I'll end a year off, since I was taking some time off, in the 70s, and it's not the best year, so probably in the 70s, maybe mid 70s, maybe just barely above 80. So it really does depend on which tax bracket you're put into. However, right now, since I still haven't hit over $41,000 for that year, that means everything should be taxed above $10,000 at 12%, which it's been taxed at 24.68%, and the first $10,000 should have been taxed at 10%. And it was taxed at, again, 24.68, but then each week is different. So there's so many things, plus the marriage, that I honestly think it's going to be a couple $1,000s that I'll get back next April or May or whatever. And that's going to be huge. I wish I could have that money right now, because I'd like to pay down some of my debts, and I'm not in the best financial position. But that kind of explains where some of the money went. I am expecting maybe a tax refund for last year, even though I only worked half the year. So we could potentially see a difference of a couple $100 It's going to vary, but we shall see shortly. Another huge thing is the fact that I pay $25 every month, and this is going on for a 2-year period with Self-Doubt Lender. And they have helped me increase my credit score, especially when it was pretty bad. Approximately, my credit score went up about 100 points or so. So depending where you look at, it's anywhere from 560 to 623. And, approaching the 600s, that's pretty great considering I was even below 500. Now, with that said, I should be receiving my final $25 payment either in March or April of next year, meaning I will get the savings back. So they charge a small interest rate, but most of the money you get back after the 2 years. That's why it's so great. It's only like what, $100 to raise your points 100. That's fantastic. That's value in my opinion. So I'm going to be getting back my savings of over $500, potentially even $550, somewhere between there, and then I won't have to pay the $25 anymore. So that's going to be huge. I'm going to get that back. Also, I already paid for my Open Sky credit card. It's secured this year. It's a $39 fee, I believe. So most likely I will cancel that next year, going into next year, and I'll get my $200 security deposit back, and I won't have to pay every year. The only thing that's kind of stopping me is potentially if I don't have a third credit card. If I already have a third credit card ready, I have Discover and Capital One. But if I have another one that's unsecured, I'll do Open Sky. If it's just those two, it's best to always have 3 credit cards, and it is building my credit score right now. It's taken forever, but it is building. So small little things, but it's going to be huge, and I'm happy because hundreds of dollars savings here, hundreds of dollars over here, the taxes, it is going to be great. And then also minimum wage is going up by $1. So if I am going to stay at this job, then that means my salary goes up by $40 every single week. So from $480 to $520. And I definitely think I'm going to be staying, so it is going to improve my situation. Now the only thing is I have to find something that's a lower price to rent, because my rent all together with utilities and everything, we're closer to it's $1,300 plus utilities and everything. It's closer to $1,450. So if we can find something $100 or even less, that would be fantastic. Okay, I just received my Capital One card. Fantastic. I have to use it for the next 6 months, 5 good payments, and my credit limit should raise. Now my next hope is to raise the credit limit with my Discover card. The reason I want to raise these limits is so that I have to use less of these personal loans, pay them off, and that's going to build my credit. Credit cards are probably the most important aspect now, since I'm paying my auto loan on time. I've got personal loans that I'm paying on time, and I'm a little low with the credit that I have for credit cards. So that's probably the thing that's bringing me down a little bit right now, and obviously that collection. But the more time that passes by from that collection, it's been a hefty amount of time right now. It's just counting down the days until that falls off the credit report, right? There's still some time left, of course, but my goal is to hit well above 600. So even if I am a 700 on Credit Karma, and then I go in for an auto loan, Auto FICO, it tells me I'm a 620, at least it'll be in the 600s, right? I don't trust Vantage scores. I don't trust anything else. But that brings me to another point. I know that next year, as my credit continues to get better, my APRs will fall, and hopefully alongside that, my hope is that APRs fall alongside, inflation and gas prices and everything else, because that would be lovely. I'd save some more money. So to recap everything, taxes will be huge. Hopefully I'm able to get lower rent. Hopefully I'm able to get better credit, lower APRs, make a little bit more money at work. Hopefully, this year is really tough, so maybe next year might be a little bit better. Unless it gets worse, then you never know. But should get some money back from Self-Lender, and hopefully the YouTube channel grows as well, so we're able to make a little bit more moolah. Overall, this has been one of the most difficult years financially ever, and for me at least, and I'm sure for many other people. It's been much tougher than I thought. So with my financial situation, once it gets better, there'll be less stress, there'll be more time, there'll be more money that I'm actually able to start investing. Right now I cannot invest, so it is what it is. But and hopefully as my partner, if she gets once she gets her green card, everything will be good. She'll get a nice job. That should help with bills as well. Starting up in America as an immigrant, it's a very difficult thing, but now it should be better for next year. So just wanted to share that with you guys. It's tough right now, but I will be sharing my small little successes and my failures. Follow me on my journey, and we've already made great steps. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and bye.